Hi, and welcome to the Ask the Coach Show, episode 23. I'm Jeff Plum, and with me is Alois Rosario. Welcome, Alois.
Hi Jeff, how are you this morning?
I'm very good, thank you. Ready to answer some really good questions?
Absolutely.
Great. All right, let's get stuck into them. And first, let's get straight into the PingSkills question of the day. And today we want to know, what is your favorite serve? So let us know, and tomorrow, Alois and I will let you know what our favourite serves are. But in the meantime, put your comments in. We'd love to hear them. Okay, the first question we have is from Luke. And Luke says, when I watched a video of me playing, I noticed that all of my loops were going into the middle of the table. Ma Long is able to control his, and I was wondering how you do it.
Yeah, so one critical thing obviously is the amount of training that he's done, and the way that you can improve that ability to place the ball better is to just focus on it during your training. So if you put some targets on the table where you want to hit the ball, that will start to get you to focus a little bit more on what you're doing with your hitting. So putting a ball that's been broken or squashed, that is a good target. Or to start off with, just put some A4 sheets of paper on the table. That acts as a really good target. It's a nice size, and then you can start to fold it up as you get a little bit more accurate. But it's important to sometimes with your training to actually focus on what's happening with the ball and where it's landing, because that does make a big difference. As you said, you noticed your shots are going in the middle, okay, whereas Marlon's shots are going, closer to the corners, and that can be so much more effective, just to be able to place the ball exactly where you want to place the ball. So keep working on it, just putting some targets on the table and training as usual.
Excellent. All right, Luke, we'll give those ideas a try, and hopefully you'll improve the accuracy of your forehand topspin. The next question is from Sahil, and Sahil says, "Sir, how do I improve my topspin against a chopper?"
Yeah, that's a good one, and it's such an important stroke to know and to learn, because not only is it then effective against a chopper, but it's really improves your topspin off the first backspin if someone pushes to you and being able to topspin that ball. So the main thing is with the topspin against chop is to have your stroke a bit more vertical to lift the chop up. So if you're coming through horizontally, your bat needs to move really, really fast to counter the backspin. If you get your stroke a bit more vertical, it gives you a little bit more margin for error. And especially when you're starting, that's the easiest way to do it, is to have more of a vertical stroke. The other thing is to make sure that you've got a nice brushing contact on the ball, not a flat contact. If you contact it flat, the backspin is going to drag the ball straight down. So by brushing the ball, you're going to lift the ball up with a bit of topspin and get it up over the net. Now, how to play against a chopper? We've got a match strategy lesson there for you on that for the premium members. But some simple things to think about. One, make sure that you have a lot of your direction into the chopper's middle area, okay, because that's a difficult position for them. The other thing is to keep the chopper in close to the table when you play your fast attack, because when they're close to the table, your fast attack becomes more effective. If you just serve the ball long and then topspin, they can go back away from the table, sit there and defend easily, well, more easily, because they're back in that ready position back there. So there are a couple of tips for you, but as I said, go to our match strategy lesson on how to play a defender, and you'll get some more excellent tips there as well.
Excellent advice there, Alois. And just as a side note, what's the best way for them to practice? I guess if they have a chopper that they can practice against with, that's an ideal opportunity. But if they don't have that, is there some exercises they can do, or multi-ball routines or something?
Yeah, so definitely. Ideally, having a chopper there is fantastic, and they don't even have to be a fantastic chopper. It's just someone that's giving you a consistent backspin ball that you're just starting to get to be able to read the spin on the ball and to see the subtle changes. But multi-ball can be really effective. So with the multi-ball, instead of the feeder being up close to the net or close to the table, you can go get them to sit right back away from the table. They can put the balls on a chair or on a little table away from the table and just feed the ball from right back there with some backspin. So that will give you a reasonably effective chance to practice a little bit against the backspin as well. But even just practicing that third ball, so the serve, backspin, and third ball consistently will help with your play against the defender as well.
Excellent. All right. Well, thanks for that great question, Sahil, and good luck playing against choppers. All right. The next question is from Long, and the question is: after the serve, I usually do the slow spinny loop against the backspin. Sometimes they can block my slow spinny loop, but after that, I don't know what I should do. Should I counter loop or should I do the slow spinny loop again? What should I do?
Yes, this is a stroke that is deceptively difficult. So I see a lot of players have problems trying to execute that fifth ball. So after they play the slow spinny top spin off the backspin, if the player blocks the ball back, they often tend to lift that next one too much. Now, if you think about it, it's that next ball is exactly like when you're practicing block to forehand topspin. So that's the stroke that you have to have in your head. Make sure a couple of things. One is make sure that you're still finishing up above your eye level, okay? Because that's the correct technique for the topspin. But you'll need to make sure you're coming a little bit more forward and over the ball and not up. If you lift the ball up when they've already got a little bit of topspin with their block, then the ball is going to lift up and over the table. So finish above your eyes, but come a bit more forward so that you're getting the ball onto the table. And it's just like when you're practicing topspin against block. The difficult part is the subtle change. So it's the subtle change between the lift and the forward motion on the next ball. And that's what a lot of players have a lot of difficulty with. So we've been working on this with a few groups that I've got at the moment, and I see the difficulty. So it does take a bit of practice, and it's really worth practicing because that's a common ball that you're going to get in a match situation.
Okay, yeah, good tips, Alois. So, yeah, so long get out on the table, try and practice some of that. Serve a backspin serve, do your slow spinny loop against the third ball, and then make sure you do the forehand topspin against block, the slightly different shot, moving more forward against the next one. Just practice that over and over and over. It's a common problem, and with practice you'll definitely get better at it. So good luck, Long. Okay, now we've got a question from Maverick, and Maverick asks, why do lots of players use the pendulum serve always or often?
Yeah, the pendulum serve's really become popular probably in the last 20 to 30 years now. So the Chinese started it really with their serving. One really important reason is that you can utilize your wrist really well with the pendulum serve. So you're utilizing your wrist in that full range of motion so you can generate a lot more spin. So that's one reason why the pendulum serve is so popular. Another one is that, especially when players were playing a lot of forehands, after setting up with a pendulum serve here, they were then able to get into position for that next ball quickly to be able to play their forehand well. So that's another reason why the pendulum serve became so popular. It is quite easy to get some nice variations as well with the pendulum serve. So the slight backspin, slight topspin, and then always having the side spin on the serve as well, and then also the variation of then being able to go out and play the reverse. So there's lots of ability with the pendulum serve, and that's why it has been popular. The backhand serve, you can start to use a little bit more wrist, but it's a little bit harder to generate spin. Same with a tomahawk serve. So again, good for controlling, but hard to generate as much spin with the tomahawk serve. So that's why the pendulum has become popular.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Alois. And remember, our PingSkills question of the day is, what is your favourite serve? So everybody, leave your comments there. Make sure you visit pingskills.com, check out all the great resources we've got there, and if you haven't yet, sign up for our free newsletter. Okay, that wraps up episode 23. Thanks again for watching. We appreciate your support, and thank you, Alois.
Yep, thanks, Jeff, and PingSkillers. Have a great day and lots of table tennis, I hope.
Indeed.